regional supremacy, the Jets and the Giants on EA Sports. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from MetLife Stadium. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Right to the air, it's Taylor. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
First carry of the game now, and here's Breece Hall, and nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Here's Taylor. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a 1st down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A give. Here's Hall. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hall. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. It's a gain of 12 there, and the Jets have a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They give up the middle with Hall, and they manage to pick up about 4. Cordell Flott is there on the tackle. It's now 2nd and 6. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Another run here with Hall. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Micah McFadden, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
We'll try to run for it with Hall. But he goes nowhere. Hall doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Here it is on 4th down. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
That's complete. It's Adonai Mitchell. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Jets first down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now, the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. Taylor's pass.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. To throw is Taylor. On the run, and he will take this one across into the end zone. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
It is good.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On the play fake, here's Dart. Off-balance throw. It's complete.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Giants.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scattergood. And that was one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Out of the gun, third down. It's Dart. Taken in right side by the tight end Johnson. He's going to have the first down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Quincy Williams in there for the stop.
Second and 9 at the Jets' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's second and 9. Dart. They try to work the screen with Scatterbull. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. The Jets have the advantage. More from MetLife Stadium after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He'll try the right side with Scatterbull. Good blocking to the 50s. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here.
Oh, making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they pick it off. To return, it's Isaiah Davis. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's home. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing, Taylor. Taking off, and he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
3rd, they need 8. Now, Taylor. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Giants offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. On play action, it is Dart. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. This one not quite on target. Got him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Protecting the ball anytime you throw the ball in the middle of the field is obviously critical, right? That's where tip passes, that's where all sorts of stuff happens when you put the ball in harm's way. But you also have to protect your receivers. There's a bit of a trust back and forth where the receivers say, hey, I'm willing to...
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Jermaine Johnson, the former 1st-round pick, in there to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Jets offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Back to throw is Taylor. He'll step up and run this. And he'll give himself up here, but that's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Taylor. He'll run again. And that's a veteran quarterback doing what veterans do. Don't take the extra hit. Got the 1st down, get down. That's good. The drive continues. 1st down.
And this is what you like to see if you're the head coach. Not only does your quarterback know exactly where that 1st down marker is, he's able to pick up the 1st down, but then get himself on the ground. He avoids the big hit and picks up the 1st down.
That one taken in by Mitchell. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
It's 3rd and 4. Taylor looking to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Nick Folk now on with the field goal unit. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. Folk's kick is good. And the Jets will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So Nick Folk back out after the made field goal. He'll boot this one away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboo. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
On 2nd down, Dart. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play out of the G-Men. 38 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got his man, Wandale Robinson. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
At the 6-yard line, a gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before 3rd down. Scatterboo will score. Touchdown, G-Men. What a standout performance early on in this one. That is 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
extra point by Gano is up and good. The Giants are on top. It's 14-10. Gano, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Wanwu out of return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. A pass deep for Rivalries. Oh, not a good throw there. That's across his body. It's intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Giants take over.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That is caught. It's Robinson. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Open man, that's Slayton. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. And the Giants here will use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. They'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you cut.
And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Anytime you bring pressure like that, Mike, you're counting on getting to the quarterback before you get beat downfield. The vulnerability of that play call is in your pass coverage, but when you can get home and get to the quarterback that fast, the offense never has a chance to stress your coverage.
And with just 4 seconds left in the 1st half, a timeout is called. On 4th down, the veteran Graham Gano for the Giants field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
And that kick will help extend the lead, but remember, Mike, it's still a 1-possession game. Halftime's right around the corner, so both teams, there's a lot of work left to be done. before we crown a winner here.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
To the air on 2nd down. Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down coming up.
Now, breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
On 3rd down, here is Dart. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Jets offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. That's out quickly to Mitchell. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Taylor. Catch made, right side by Wilson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Taylor. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball. He was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Scatterboard. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And open downfield, it's Johnson. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. A gain of 24 through the air. That's good for a Giants first down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. I mean, we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Here's second and 9. They'll go again with Scatterbo. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A 1-yard pickup brings up third and 8.
Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's third and 8. Now Dart. He'll try to run for it. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion,
and he's in. Gano for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants move out to a 24-10 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Jets offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
From the 41, here's second and 5. They'll throw out of the gun. Pass caught. It's John Mechie. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Do a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
To the left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Throwing, Taylor. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Throwing, Dart. Get this into the hands of Neighbors. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
And dances away from one defender on his way. Gain of 7.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 2. Dart gonna hold on to it himself, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. On the play fake, here's Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Dart gonna throw here on second down. That's caught downfield by Robinson. And they're gonna be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That one good for 26 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He'll step up and run, and he will slide at the end, give him about 5. And now it's 3rd down.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
3rd and short. Here's Dart. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. Crazy. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Jets offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pushed out to his left. Now he takes off. And he'll give himself up here. But it's a gain of 5 on 1st down.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read. But what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. A gain of 16 yards. And the Jets have a 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
He airs this one out looking for Mechie. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. John Mechie was the intended target, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's late. You're losing. Things really haven't gone your way all day today, and There's really not much left to do other than to try to take some big shots downfield. That time the coverage is really good and just falls incomplete.
He's going to try it here again. That's hard. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3. Big gain for the Jets there. 52 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Micah McFadden in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there. Now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught, and he'll take it on in. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Folks, extra point is good. And the Jets are able to cut the deficit to 10.
Jets 17.
So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Giants offense back onto the field for their next possession. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Scatterboot. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He's got his man. That's Neighbors. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Dark. Look wide. Get this one complete. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come. It's 4th down is looming. The Giants sending out their punter as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Jets offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start out first down and 10. Taylor. It is brought in by Josh Reynolds. And mark him down up beyond the 30. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Phillips. Here's Scatterboot. Some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. Here's 2nd and 2. It's Tracy looking to run. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and
1. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Scatterboot. Trying to drive his way forward. I'm not sure he got there. Going to depend on the mark, but yeah, he's short. Short, and it's 4th down. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Graham Gano now, following the field goal, back to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here are the Jets, down on the scoreboard. 1:04 on the clock. How will this play out? We'll watch as they come up for first down. They'll drop to throw. He takes off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Taylor. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6. Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return, here comes Davis.